Jonathan Shuskey back with you guys here for the Axum Insider Report. Standing alongside Coach Kellogg, the women's basketball head coach. Coach, we just wrapped up your guys, I guess your last scrimmage against each other. What did you guys as a coaching staff see today? Like, what are your takeaways, good, bad? How do you feel about it?
Well, it's always mixed when you play yourselves, right? Because if you score, what's wrong with your defense, right? If you're not scoring, what's wrong with your offense? But no, we just need experience. We need to play together. I need to see them out here, maybe what groups work together or what twosomes or what post combination, And so I think you learn a lot from it. We turned it over a lot last week. We did not turn it over as much this week. So from the offensive side, that was pretty good. I thought we scored it really well. Now we'll have to go back and figure out why we scored it so well and what was going on defensively. But yeah, just to see them out here, let them compete a little bit. We had officials for the first time this year, so that presents a whole new challenge for us, and we fouled a little too much. So yeah, we'll go back and break this down, but we'll have a lot of good film to watch early next week.
Even had a couple of the fans that we had here getting their preseason out of them, getting on the officials a little bit there toward the end of the game, which I thought was neat. You talked a little bit earlier about your guys' schedule. So you guys have got a couple of closed scrimmages coming up. November 7th, I believe you guys get kicked off. The month of December, well, you've got the trip to Puerto Rico, and then the month of December looks really interesting for you. A couple of really good home games, Power 5 opponents. Talk to me a little bit about that schedule and kind of the ups and downs, what you see the challenges being on that schedule.
Yeah, it's the best one we've put together since I've been here, and this is year 8. So we're going to get tested with some in-state schools. So we get UTSA at home, and then we go to Rice, North Texas. So you get a little of that kind of mid-major flair, I guess, early on. Go to Puerto Rico, where we get Boston College on a neutral floor. So anytime you can get Power 5s on a neutral floor is great. And then, yeah, as you alluded to, in December we'll get Gonzaga in here. Not technically Power 5, but they're Power 5, in the basketball world. And we went to their place a year ago, lost in a great game late. And then Arizona State comes back to us. We played them a couple years ago, so this is their return to Nacogdoches. And we never get Power 5s at home. This will be the first time in 8 years I've played a Power 5 in our building. So, yeah, lots to look forward to. I mean, we're a little young and experienced at certain positions, but this is the best way to learn, and it'll prepare us for WAC play.
So the last thing I want to talk to you a little bit about is just that. You kind of had some folks, you had a couple players leave, got some newcomers. How do you feel like this team is gelling? I know, you're never going to get the chemistry that you had. It's a different team every year in basketball. How do you feel like this team's gelling with those newcomers and the returning group that you've got right now?
Well, I like them. I mean, a lot of the gel, when people talk about that, or culture, those types of things, is even what you do off the court, right? Because on the court, it's just going to take time. I mean, we're on October 15th today, I think, right? October 15th. So that does take time. It may not even be resolved until January, February, where you feel like all these new kids and, we just have some youth, but I really like the youth. I think it's very, very talented. They're going to get opportunities to play. And so we have a gap right now. Veterans are here, the new guys, and we're just trying to close the gap where we eventually get on the same page. But really good group, great kids. That piece is solid. So now it's just, how do we put it together?
The Lady Jacks are setting up to get some rings here in just a little bit after lunch. Coach, appreciate you joining me. Jonathan Shuskey, be back with you guys next time for the Axum Insider Report.